Okay.
Stevenson Michael's podcast.
Okay.
Stevenson Michael's podcast. This is Stevenson Michael. You know who this is. Hey y'all. This is my podcast, Stevenson Michael's podcast, and I'm here with my special guest, Christopher. And Christopher, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Christopher Ayala. I have been in the teaching industry for like 2, 3 years. I taught daycare, I taught little ones, I taught like I even did volunteer work. I did volunteer work involving little kids. I just love them. I'm currently 22 years old. Yeah, going on to 23. Um, I am I am just so I am just so I'm just so pleased to be on a podcast. I've never been asked to do this.
Yeah, I know, and I'm glad you were. I'm glad you are like my very first special guest, in my podcast, and especially my very first one doing it. And I'm just super blessed, and thank you for joining.
Oh yeah, no problem. I've been wanting to be asked to be on a podcast. I was just waiting.
Yeah,
I
and
always wanted to be on a podcast.
yeah, and now I want to ask you about something about that job that you're working at. How are you liking it so far?
I like it. I love the kids. It's it's like it's like I don't do it expecting the big paycheck to come into my bank account. I do it because I feel like these kids need my help.
Yeah, and I feel like they getting that from you because you really are a nice person and you love everyone and you would never um you know stab them in the back and you always be there for them. So that's cool that you working with these nice kids and I'm sure that they love being around you.
Yes, they really do. At my last school, when I was working at Boland in Springfield, I got a lot of letters from students saying that they felt really safe around me.
Yep. And and the reason why they feel that way because you will always get be with them with all cause. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't and I'll say this to people who have been wondering because I had people ask me why I've been having people ask me like do I do it for the money, and all that, and the answer is no. I don't. Like even even when even when I don't have money, I won't do it for the money because it's like I donate my time. That's what I do is I donate my time to the kids. And that's it. That's all I like to do is just donate.
Yeah, and there's more important things in life than money is. And yes, money you need, to pay bills, things like that. But like if you're doing something like important that like people need help with, like for example, with the kids part, then yeah, of course it's more important than just, money and stuff. If you really want to like do something like that for the people out there in the world. And I'm just glad that you are one of the people who want to help, the kids out and just helping people in general. And we need people like you out there to just to help each other, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I spent so when I was at Bowling, I threw the kids a pizza party because they were so good. Like the teacher was like, "No, no, no, you didn't have to do that." But I'm like, "Miss, come on, like, I'll do it." And I'll do it, and like I don't care about doing it because it's not like it bothers me or anything. And I'm getting and I ate some pizza too because like the teacher tax over here.
Yeah.
And it was my lunch, so I'm like that day I was like I didn't take my lunch that day. I was like, let me just wait till the kids eat lunch because when the kids eat lunch, I can also eat my lunch too because while they're busy eating, I can eat.
Yes. And what kind of pizza did you guys get?
We got like pepperoni, and then I think we got like some one of them. I think it was bacon and ham, and I don't like I don't. Most of the kids didn't like the bacon and ham, so that was for like the adults. Like for
Yeah.
me, for the other teachers that came around and grabbed some. But the kids usually like either a cheese or a pepperoni, so that's what we got them. And I got to take some pizza home, so that was good. I got to have some pizza at the house. I didn't have to.
Especially
So what else do you
need
want to know?
something to eat.
Yeah. So what else did you want to know?
Um, you know, what you been how you liking living in Connecticut so far?
Well, I like it. I like it. I'm gonna be going back and forth from Connecticut to Massachusetts because I'm finding like I gotta find housing in Connecticut. So right now I'm here in Massachusetts waiting for that to happen.
Hmm.
So because I decided to because I am gonna be going back to Connecticut, I'm just gonna be here until I find housing. My housing my housing is good. So I'll be in Connecticut. I'll be in Connecticut. Like I'm trying to find something by like the summertime or something to
Yeah.
go back.
Yeah, I didn't even know that you was in Massachusetts right now. Cause last time I saw you in person, we was hanging out where you lived in
Yeah,
Connecticut.
and let me tell you what happened. I lost my house. I lost the housing there, and
Oh,
also my roommate did too.
oh, what happened? Like, did you
Well,
guys did something bad or something?
no, I didn't so how I told you that that her house is always kind of like a mess.
Yeah,
So one day the landlord came in doing doing the check-ins,
yeah,
and they saw the house a mess, so they're like, no, 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 we can't have this. So she violated her lease agreement. And
mm,
so I was like, because I didn't want to get into it. So I was just like, I quietly took my stuff and I packed it up, because
yeah,
because who wants to be in a situation like, because it wasn't even my situation
yeah,
to
and
be in. So
yeah. No, unfortunately, people like that when you live with someone but then don't know how to like clean up for
yeah.
themselves. It sometimes it could gross you out.
Yeah, she's not bad, because she's a really good person, but
It's just her. messiness can,
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah,
like, yeah, but I still get along with her, even though I left. I told her I would still get along with you because we knew each other for years.
yes.
So,
And
so,
it's not, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not really on her either. It's just, again, like, you just can't have those types of things, especially if you gotta be roommates with somebody. You gotta be, on the same page,
it was like that when I moved in. When I moved in, stuff was everywhere.
And
Like,
that's why the day that we hang out, you didn't even want me to go inside
yeah, I didn't
because
even
I
want you
miss.
to come inside the house. I didn't even want you to come inside the house. Like I was looking out for you, man. I was
Yeah,
looking out for you. I didn't even want to be inside the house. Like as much as all I would do is when I go inside because my room's the only one that's clean. So I would just go there. Like I
yeah,
would go from the room to the bathroom, and then if I want to go make something to eat to the kitchen because I gotta eat. I can't stay in my room and starve,
yeah,
but but um but yeah, but mostly I don't use the kitchen. Mostly I make money to order food, so I don't have to use the kitchen.
yeah. And and
So
uh
yeah,
and sorry that you was going through that situation. Nobody wants to, be in those situations, especially living with a person that don't really clean
yeah, I felt like
themselves.
I felt like but the good news is that I found a new location in Springfield for now. I'm gonna be moving next Saturday, so at least I'm gonna have my own space back.
Yeah,
But this time it's gonna but this time the family's always clean. So I'm like, and I'm gonna get a good home cooked meal every day, so that's perfect for me. Like,
yeah,
like how much I don't like to cook in the
yep,
kitchen. So I'm like and the family the mom's black, so I so that's gonna be some good food right there.
yeah,
Some I think it's soul food, like I think it's like fried chicken and stuff. I think that's what they make.
yep,
I think that's what that is. It's like I think a South thing or something. I don't know, but so what else did you want to know?
well, is are you still talking to Oscar?
About that, I decided I will not continue to talk to him, and I am good, and you already know one of the reasons,
Yeah,
like you know, like you know, like he has a lot of things going on with him, and for me I used to have those anger issues that he had, so I get it what's going on, like
yeah, and 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 I I kind
uh,
of figured that was going to happen um between you two because it was definitely a lot going on back not too long ago, you know.
yeah, so I was like, because I was seeing my therapist. She was helping me get the anger issues because, believe it or not, I wasn't the nice person that you see me as today. Back when I was a kid, believe it or
Yeah,
not, like I used to hit my mom all the time when I was a kid, scream at her, I used to, and then when I was done doing that, I would just go and sit down, and I would just literally regret it all. Literally regret hurting my mom, like you know, like just literally regret hurting her because she's my mother,
yeah,
and I didn't want to do that. It was just my anger that was coming to the best of me.
and
So
and
so I
and
see,
and
yeah.
and, and of course, I mean, there's still no excuse, what you did when you was younger, but it's like you just said, like if you're going through a problem and you're trying to, fix that problem, it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna just take a one day. It's just gonna take a long process, and unfortunately for you, it took you a long time, but it's better than taking your time than do it so quick.
Yeah, that's why like when the anger issues started to get worse, I scheduled an appointment with my therapist, and it did take a while for my anger to go away. Trust me, it did.
Yeah,
But now my anger is not so much anymore. If you see Uscon, his anger is more worse than mine. Um, his anger was the same amount of anger
yeah,
as I used to have before in my lifetime. It was just like I keep trying to tell him I'm like if you're gonna keep I'll just stop talking to you like I did before
well,
because
my question for you um, is that what if like Oscar, fix his anger and get his act together, and then when he somehow does talk to you, will you talk to him?
if he fixes his anger, I told him this before. I said if you could show me that you can't get angry towards me and trying to get with me and just me getting because I can't it's like he's like my little he feels like my little personal boss I can't do this without asking him permission.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just like I don't need no one's permission to do what I need to do. Who do you think people are? Like trying to tell me I gotta ask permission. Yeah, I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man, and I gotta ask you to date.
right. Eh,
So that's why I don't like that stuff. It's like nobody likes being told what they can do when they're grown. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah, and I totally get what you're saying, and I totally get where you're coming from because I was definitely in a lot of those situations in my lifetime that I was friends with this person, and then and then that person has some issues, and then I just couldn't really take it anymore because because when you with someone and and that person is dealing those types of issues, it's hard to even hanging out with that person.
Yeah,
Like if you know what I mean. So like
yeah, I know what you mean. I told Askan that I'm not into guys. That's just not my style. Um, and no offense to him, because I still, I still care about everybody, even though I'm not into guys. I still have guy friends I really care about, because they're
yeah,
my friends that we've been I have this one friend I met at Central. His name was Dwight. We were tight. We were so tight my last year there. We met on the bus, and at first I was looking at him. I'm like, should I talk to him? Should I talk to him or not? And then when I go on the bus, he talks to me. He's like, hi, how are you? What's your name? I'm like, my name's Christopher. And then that's how we started our friendship. And so he knows this one girl that I'm friends with too. Her name's Ashley. So one day he was trying to set me up with her, I was gonna go for it, and I was like, no, no, bro, I'm not doing that. No, bro, I'm not gonna go. I'm not me and Ashley are friends. That's it. I like her as a friend. That's it.
yeah.
But but at first when I met Oscar in high school, he was fine. He was nice, so nice. But as the time went, he started to become mean.
Yeah.
It's just like it's like he doesn't act like that with anybody else but me.
Yeah,
It's just me.
yeah, I mean, I've been friends with Oskin for 6 years now, because it's 2026 now, and the year just started. So that's 6 years now that I'm friends with him. He we have a great friendship. We never really have any issue. We never had like arguments or anything like that. So like um
Yeah, and I can tell you exactly why because because he can't he wants someone to boss around.
yeah, but at least for me personally, like I don't have any issues with him. We was always great friends, and we even worked at Goodwill that one year. A year after, when we had to be on Zoom, for like classes and stuff like school.
Yeah. That's what.
Like a year after, when we was dealing with all that crap. When the year that we went back to school, we back to the building finally, and
Yeah,
it was just one year that we both work at Goodwill together, at a work site, and
yeah,
which that was a great year for both of us, because one, that was the first year that we saw each other for the first time ever, and two, um, we just became even more tight together, as friends, you know.
So
And ever since then, our friendship just keeps getting, better and better, over the
yep,
years.
yep. So let me tell you, yeah, you won't believe how I met Maureen, because she was at Central one day. She was in the I was in the hallway because I was at my computer teacher's room, and Maureen came up from the library to talk to Miss Molly. So I come back and I saw this lady with glasses, this old lady with glasses in the classroom, and I'm like, who is this? And then she introduced herself. She's like, hi, I'm Maureen. And I'm like, oh my God, you are so nice. And then that's how me and Maureen had a friendship with each other. Because we didn't know each other until that exact day. We never even
Yeah,
met. Then she fought. Then she became my vocational counselor when I went to Putnam for a little bit. And then let me tell you, then I went to that school that was right by Rebecca Johnson's. There was the school right next to it.
yeah.
I used to work at that school. And let me tell you, they only had me working there one day until they kicked me out.
Damn, that's kind
It
of
was
harsh.
and it wasn't me. It was because they had too much. No, they had less kids to work with, so they kicked me out for that reason. So Maureen was like, that's ridiculous. Why? So then why in the world did you
Yeah,
have why in the world did you have him work here and
yeah.
waste his
That's
time?
yeah,
So then that's when I met Nancy Retchins, and we talked too.
yeah.
Nancy Retchins, that's when I met her, and because she came to Putnam and talked to me, she was like, there's a work site at Bowling, and I'm like, please tell me it's not the one with Lisa Bukowski, my principal that I knew for many years, and she was like, yes, that's her. And so I was like, and so I was like, and like Lisa, yeah, Lisa was my principal in Sumner Avenue when I used to go to Sumner. She used to be my principal. She
Mhm.
took me. I don't know. I don't know if you know the Forest Park area, like if you know that
Oh,
school, Sumner Avenue.
yeah.
Um,
I
there
used to
used to,
live around there before I moved to Connecticut.
yeah, yeah. So back in the day, there used to be a Friendlies right down the block.
Yep.
There used to be a Friendlies right down the block that she will always take me there every day to get ice cream. She will always take me there to get ice cream, and then one day she asked me over to her house. I'm like, what in the world's going on here? I'm
Yeah.
like, why am I gonna like? And I'm thinking of her like, why am I going to this lady's house?
Yeah.
And then I realized that I was the one who was gonna be telling my story. Like I told my story in front of a lot of people. And then Lisa was then Lisa like I was talking to her. I'm like, and then I met her kids, Andrew and Jacob. I met her kids. Her kids are very nice. Like I seen them when they were little, and I also seen them when they were grown. Like one of the kids works in Lynx now, like in the Lynx program.
Yeah.
One of her kids works in the Lynx program, and the other one I forgot where the other one works at now, but like but I was so pleased to meet, and then she took me down to Six Flags. We had so much fun, and then that's when I got scared of roller coasters.
Yeah.
That's when I got scared of heights, the roller coasters, because I didn't want to go on them anymore. And so and so when that happened, I got scared of heights. I was just I was just afraid of the heights. Like it was just it was just like something was like tingling inside of me. I'm like, and like Lisa knew my mom because my mom and her were good friends. Like yeah, my mom and her were like really good friends, and yeah, my mom always like because she just got a really bad battle of cancer.
Um,
So
I'm
so
glad she cancer free.
yeah, I'm glad she's okay because I did not like I would not have imagined my life without this special lady that inspired me to basically do she says because when I was working at Bowling at the time I had a supervisor that was with me all the time,
Yeah.
and then Lisa like Lisa one year was watching very closely, like she was observing me. No, well, she wasn't observing me. She was observing my supervisor. She was like, why does Chris have a supervisor with him? He's a grown man. What is he doing?
Right.
And then I asked myself that too because I never requested anyone to be with me. So then I talked to Maureen, and she's like, and then her and Lisa were just like, he could work by himself. Like he could work by himself. Like they were like he could work by himself. Like so that's how my wings flew even higher. I worked with the kids by myself, and I did an excellent job with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need no one watching me. I didn't need no one staring down at me trying to figure this out. I'm like, I can figure it out myself.
Right. And and you're very good at figuring things out anyways, and you very independent person, especially when you got older and stuff. So
Yeah, yeah, like I had to learn that nobody's gonna help me. That I just gotta do it myself. Like I just had to
right.
do it myself. Like then I can't depend on people because like
Yeah,
it's not gonna
same here.
happen. It's
Same
not gonna
here.
happen.
Yeah.
Like as much as I want it to happen, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna
I
happen.
always say that to myself every day. And I mean I'm still living with my parents right now, but just because I'm still living with my parents doesn't mean they can help me like every situation.
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
I just
So
gotta do
like,
things by myself, and that's what
yeah,
I've been doing since I was 18 anyway. So like this is nothing new
yeah,
to me.
yeah. And when you get out your parents' house, you're gonna be more independent than ever. You're gonna like, yeah. Let me say, you're gonna look back at yourself, and you're gonna be like, I know I did this by myself, and I didn't ask nobody for any
Right,
assistance.
right.
Like that's what I want to do. Like that's why I was like, that's why I was like, Chris, I'm not gonna ask for help. I'm not gonna do anything unless if I ask for some assistance from the government, which is fine. But I'm not gonna ask for too much because I grew up because because ever since I turned 18, I started doing things myself,
Yep. And
and so I learned the hard way.
yeah. So any advice you want to give to everyone out there?
Um, advice. So my advice to you, since I have experience, will be like, yeah, will be like, I mean, I would say just be yourself. Don't, don't like, don't let, don't do not if you don't need the help, don't ask for it. But if you do, you ask for it. If you do and you know you could do it by yourself, you do it. That's the way I do it. I don't I'm always an independent type of guy because I like to do that. I like to and then when you air this on your YouTube, I'm gonna watch myself say this, and it's gonna feel so weird. It's gonna be so weird watching myself on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
trust me, I feel weird. Because when I used to post YouTube videos when I was a little bit little, I felt so weird at how I looked like and how what I was saying. I was saying crazy stuff on YouTube. Like I was even laughing at myself.
Yeah.
So and my other advice will be to just stand up for yourself. If you don't like something, it's your decision because you are the person. So nobody can control you. Nobody can control what you do. Nobody can control anything you do. So that's what I tell people is no one can control you. You are control free. You do not have to listen to nobody because you are grown.
Yep.
Yeah, all the grown folks. By the way, not the little kids or the teenagers. Yeah,
But yeah.
you guys, you still listen to your parents for a little bit. You guys, you still listen to your parents for a little bit longer because I would and I would actually love to do this again. I love doing podcasts. I would yeah, I would definitely love to be another guest star because it's really nice. I would love
Yeah.
to be another guest star. We can even do a part two. We
Yeah.
can even do a part two now. Yeah, I think people are gonna want to it's like a story and you have to wait for part two.
Yeah. And
Yes.
you know, and I would love to do it. And thank you again for joining my first ever episode of my podcast.
Oh, so yeah, and when is this gonna be aired? Everyone's probably gonna ask me that. Everyone's gonna
Um
ask.
I'm releasing it on Wednesday, January 14th.
Okay, you're gonna release it January 14th.
Yes.
So what do you since we have 3 minutes left, so what do you have to do to it? Is what probably everyone's probably gonna ask anyway, so I'm just asking for them.
Um, what's the question again?
Like what do you have to do to the podcast before you release it?
I'm get save it, edit it because I gotta do the intro and the outro, between this episode, and you can have like a nice feeling to it, and then I'm gonna upload it on YouTube and just schedule it for that day.
Um and um and then I and then if everybody asks about me again, so when would part two of my story? When will we do part two of my story? If anybody was to ask that question for you, if
Um,
anybody was to ask, yeah, because I
well,
know people are gonna ask.
My focus right now is just trying to get other people to join me
Yeah,
like you did. And I'm trying to do some for myself too. But I would
yeah,
definitely let you know when we could do the part two because we could definitely do a lot of
yeah. I think
podcasts
it was just a
together.
question that people were gonna ask, so I just wanted to ask that for them, just to
Yeah,
feel safe, just to be safe.
yeah,
Just so they knew the answer, but that's fine.
yeah,
Yeah, I really loved it, and I can't wait for this one to be released, and I can't wait to do a part two because it was so fun doing it. I loved it.
yeah. Yeah, well, we got 1 minute to go. I just want to say thank you, everyone who watched this episode of my podcast. And this is Christopher. And Christopher, thank you. And any one last thing you want to say before we end off here?
So I want to say, so I want to say that, so I want to say that you guys, yeah, that to whoever has kids, make sure you like you treat them with joy because because when your kids go to school they and you and when your kids go to school the next day and you have just yelled at them for something or stressed them out, they're gonna come to school very upset. So I would just say like make sure like like that you try to keep your kids happy, like just so they can come to school in a good energy, and it wouldn't put too much on me. It
Yeah,
wouldn't put too much on me to have angry kids. That's what I want. That's all I want to say to you guys.
yeah. And thank you for that wonderful message. And we get end off here. And again, this is Stevenson Michael. I'm Stevenson Michael, and this is Stevenson Michael's podcast. And this is Christopher. And more episodes in the future. Let's go.
All
And
right,
bye,
bye.
guys.
Bye.
Okay.